Yeah, I'm Darren Buzitz. I'm the Midwest Executive Director of Ministry in the Midwest region for World Impact. We're here at 360 LA, Urban Youth Workers Conference, and I'm here with my man Cameron, and he is a muralist, and he is in San Francisco. He's a Christian muralist. He does this out of the flow of what the Lord has given him in his heart. And so Cameron, would you just tell us a little bit of why you're here, and just why you do what you do?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been into graffiti as long as I can remember. I was in 5th or 6th grade, and my brother showed me a graffiti magazine, and the colors just jumped out at me, and I fell in love with graffiti from then on. And since then, I was drawing and just doing everything I could to be in the graffiti world. And later in life, at 17, I gave my life to Christ, and it was, for me, it wasn't something where I could separate the two worlds. You know, I think a lot of people, a lot of graffiti artists might, you know, if they give their life to Christ, feel like they have to separate it and stop what they're doing. For me, it was like, no, like I felt like Christ saying, I want you to do this even more so. Granted, I couldn't do it illegally anymore. I didn't want to ruin people's stuff, but for me, it just became this expression of worship. Like, if God is creative, we are created in His image, then we are created to be creative. And this is how I want to express myself to Him and worship Him, so.
Amen.
Yeah.
And you talked about the creativity, and we are created to worship, worship our God. You know, I'm a farmer from Kansas, and so I'm a little removed from the whole creative street art thing. But you know, you have even around you here opportunities for others to come and draw and to bring that creativity out. So talk a little bit about just the creativity that you feel can come up, you know, in you and come out in your art. And that you just believe needs to happen more in the city.
Yeah, what it is like a lot of times we have a worship service in church, which is great, you know, we need it. But it's one thing, it's music, you know, it's like we get this chance to respond. Well, there's some of us who need to respond differently, you know, and so in San Francisco, I believe there are young kids I'm working with and you know, even grown men, women that are into graffiti art that don't necessarily know where that expression comes from yet. They have a desire to create. It's instilled in us. And they have this desire for graffiti art. And so it's really a goal of mine and gospel graffiti crews to be able to like give them an opportunity to express. And I have such a heart, like I want to see, to be able to like present a little Bible study, like 5 minutes, and say, yes, now respond to this. Like go to the walls, here's some paint, and just start creating into response to what you heard. And because what is worship but a response to Christ, right? It's responding to the gospel message. So that's something we're developing, trying to figure out, and I want to see happen more. You know, even for the non-Christians, they don't know what that desire is yet, but there's that desire in them, you know, so.
Amen. So his name is Cameron. This is his the way he signs it. Gospelgraffiti.com is the website. Now, Cameron, I wonder if you would just kind of show us just a little bit of your art, that's something that's kind of distinctive to the way that you do your art.
Well, a big thing that, you know, if you're driving around the city and you see a mural with filigree on it, there's other guys who do filigree, but mine is pretty obvious that it's mine. For me, filigree always represents growth and growing towards Christ, but also growing as an artist. So there's a double meanings in there. So filigree is usually in my work. Another thing I like to do, you see this orange stripe here. Back in the day, you would have to spray on the orange color and use your background color to cut that really thin. So you'd have to take some work. But the technology of the can has changed, so we're able to do that all in one shot now. And so I use an Astro fat cap, which can spray about this fat, and I spray from a far distance, and as I go, I get closer and release pressure. And that's how you get that one shot. For me, I point that out as important because art for me is not just the outcome, it's the process. You know, for me, it's you're not stuck drawing on a paper. You're not stuck here in this box, but you're literally putting all your movement, you know, like this white line is all one movement and you have to do a lunge to create the shape. And so it really feels like Tai Chi or like Kung Fu or something like that, you know, and you're really putting your whole body into the process.
So the theme of this one is bring hope and life to our cities. And just say something just about the look here of this girl. kind of just how you portrayed that. It's a very penetrating look that she has.
Yeah, we you know, we were just thinking of the theme of the conference. You know, the city needs a father, so we really wanted to have an image that like captured that look of like, I need your help, you know. And so I painted this girl, and then the word, it's you know, it's a wild and crazy, but it does say hope. So a H, and then she's the O, and then a P and an E. And then my friend Richie down here, Richie Kong from ISI, Iron Sharpens Iron Collective, he wrote the word life. So it's just a painting about bringing life to the inner cities, to the teens that need it. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Cameron.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Cameron is a great guy. He's got an incredible heart and ministry, and keep doing what you're doing. You know,
Thanks
as
so
long
much.
as they'll let you do this on the side of buildings.
Yeah.
But we need you to do this in the city and help bring the life of Christ out in creative and beautiful ways.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, amen.
All right. Peace.